The hip-hop world is buzzing once again, and it's not because of a surprise album drop or a leaked diss track. Last night, at the prestigious Artist of the Year Awards, Kendrick Lamar walked away with the trophy, again, but this time, the celebration was mixed with chaos. As Kendrick took the stage to accept his award, the crowd erupted, some cheering, some booing. Within minutes, social media exploded with heated debates, hashtags trending worldwide, and Drake's most loyal fans flooding timelines with outrage. Many are calling it industry bias, while others say Kendrick simply can't be touched. But what really happened behind the scenes? Was this an honest win? Or is there more to the story than we're being told? The night began like any other glamorous awards show, flashing cameras, celebrity interviews, and the kind of anticipation that makes every seat in the arena feel like the front row. Fans had been debating for weeks who would take home Artist of the Year. For some, it was obvious Drake had dominated charts all year with hit after hit, breaking streaming records and performing sold-out shows across the globe. But for others, the answer was equally clear. Kendrick Lamar, the lyrical mastermind, had delivered another year of deep, thought-provoking music that critics called timeless art. Backstage, tensions were high. Both camps knew the stakes. Winning Artist of the Year wasn't just about bragging rights, it was about legacy, about cementing a place in history. And for Drake fans, the thought of losing to Kendrick again felt unbearable. As the night went on, several categories passed. Without controversy, Drake picked up awards for Best Collaboration and Most Streamed Single, smiling confidently each time his name was called. Kendrick, meanwhile, stayed low-key, winning Best Conscious Track and giving short, humble speeches that fans online praised as classy. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. The room dimmed, the giant screen behind the stage lit up, and the host's voice boomed through the speakers. And now, the award for Artist of the Year. The nominees' faces flashed across the screen: Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, SZA, and The Weeknd. The crowd erupted in a mix of cheers and nervous murmurs. Somewhere in the front rows, Drake leaned back in his seat, smirking slightly, as if he already knew what was coming. The envelope was opened. The pause felt like forever. And then, Kendrick Lamar. The crowd split in two, half of the room on their feet, cheering wildly, and the other half frozen in shock. The camera cut to Drake, whose expression shifted from calm confidence to something harder to read. Maybe disbelief, maybe frustration. Kendrick rose slowly, giving a quick handshake to those around him before making his way to the stage. His acceptance speech was humble, thanking his fans, his family, and even nodding to his fellow nominees. We're all here pushing the culture forward. That's what matters most. But outside the arena, the war had already started. Within minutes, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with furious posts from Drake fans. Some accused the awards of being rigged. Others said Kendrick's music wasn't even in the same lane as Drake's commercial dominance. One viral tweet read, "Drake had the biggest year of his career and still got robbed. This is crazy." Another said, "If Kendrick wins Artist of the Year every single time, what's the point of nominating anyone else?" Hashtags, like hashtag Drake was robbed, hashtag Kendrick bias, and hashtag award show corruption started trending. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder. Some insiders claimed certain industry executives favored Kendrick's style of socially conscious rap over Drake's mainstream hits. Others insisted it was purely merit-based, and that Kendrick's influence in shaping modern hip-hop simply couldn't be ignored, regardless of the truth. One thing was clear: this wasn't just another award show. This was the beginning of a new wave of rivalry between two of the biggest names in music. And it was about to get even messier. The award hadn't even been in Kendrick's hands for 5 minutes before social media became a battlefield. Every platform, from Twitter to TikTok, was caught in the storm. Drake's fanbase, known for its loyalty and speed, was posting non-stop, each tweet and video sharper than the last. One viral clip from the award ceremony showed Drake clapping slowly while Kendrick accepted the award. Slowed down and set to dramatic music, the video was captioned, "This man is planning his next diss track as we speak." By midnight, the hashtag Drake was robbed had racked up over 1.3 million posts. TikTok creators were uploading comparisons. Drake's record-breaking streams vs. Kendrick's critically acclaimed album, as if the award could be decided by the comment section. But while the online war raged, Behind the scenes, the tension was just as intense. Sources close to Drake claimed he was visibly annoyed after leaving the ceremony early, skipping the after-party entirely. A music journalist tweeted, "Drake's camp is calling this a political move by the awards committee. They're not happy." In contrast, Kendrick seemed unfazed. He posted a single Instagram photo of himself holding the award with the caption, "Grateful. No extra words. No shade. Just gratitude." But, ironically, that quiet confidence only fueled the fire for Drake's supporters, who read it as a smug victory lap. 3 days after the award show, the online storm was finally starting to slow down. The hashtags weren't trending as high, and even the most dedicated Drake fans were running out of fresh memes. Then, out of nowhere, a 17-second leaked audio clip surfaced on Twitter, allegedly from a private studio session in Los Angeles. The grainy, bass-heavy recording featured a voice that sounded unmistakably like Drake, rapping over a haunting, minimal beat. "They hand you gold. I'm still the Platinum King. Numbers never lie, but they lie for him." The internet went wild. Was this real? Was it AI? Or had Drake actually started recording a diss aimed at Kendrick? Within minutes, hip-hop blogs were posting headlines like, "Is Drake taking shots at Kendrick?" The leaked track that could ignite rap's biggest feud. Some fans swore the voice was 100% Drake. Others argued it could be a clever fake meant to stir drama, but regardless of authenticity, the snippet brought all the attention roaring back, and this time, it was even bigger. Kendrick's calm, calculated response. The next day, Kendrick made his first public appearance since the awards. He was spotted leaving a recording studio in Paris, wearing an oversized hoodie and keeping his head low. Paparazzi photos hit Instagram almost instantly, and fans zoomed in on one strange detail. Kendrick was holding a notebook with the words for the record scribbled in bold black ink. That single image became the new obsession. Was it a coincidence? Was Kendrick writing a response track? Or was it just a quiet way of letting Drake know he'd heard the leak? Kendrick didn't post anything on social media, didn't comment, and didn't deny anything. His silence only made the situation more intense. Drake breaks his silence 2 nights later. Drake went live on Instagram, something he rarely does during controversy. Sitting in a dimly lit room with a glass of wine in hand, he addressed his viewers directly. "Look, I've got nothing but respect for Kendrick. But sometimes, the industry forgets the work you put in, the records you break, the impact you make. That's when you remind them." He didn't confirm whether the leak was real, but the smirk on his face when a fan commented "Drop the track" spoke louder than words. Within hours, clips from the livestream were on every social media feed, fueling speculation that Drake was gearing up for something big, maybe even a surprise release. The fan camps go to war again by now. The situation had evolved beyond just one award. This was about legacy. Kendrick's fans argued that his work stood the test of time, changing the direction of hip-hop itself. Drake's fans fired back, pointing out his record-breaking streaming numbers and his ability to dominate charts across multiple genres. Memes escalated in creativity. Kendrick, as a chess master, calmly plotting his next move. Drake as a heavyweight boxer, gloves on, ready to swing. Fake fight posters advertising an imaginary rap battle at Madison Square Garden. Podcasters called it the clash of the decade, comparing it to legendary rivalries like Tupac, V's, Biggie or Nas versus J-Z. The industry starts choosing sides as tension mounted. Other artists began openly aligning themselves with one camp or the other. Rihanna liked a post defending Kendrick's artistry, a subtle but powerful signal. DJ Khaled, a longtime Drake collaborator, posted a photo with the caption, "We still the best," clearly showing where his loyalty stood. Eminem stayed neutral but released a cryptic tweet. Sometimes silence is the loudest bar. Music journalists warned that if either rapper officially dropped a diss track, it could split the industry in half. The hip-hop world hadn't seen this level of tension in years, and everyone knew one wrong move could escalate things to a point of no return. The unexpected leak then, just as everyone thought they'd have to wait weeks for the next development, another leak dropped. But this time, it wasn't Drake, late on a Thursday night. A music engineer in Paris, who later deleted his account, uploaded a 9-second clip to a private Discord group. The voice sounded exactly like Kendrick, and the tone was cold. "Kings get crowned. Boys get mad." The clip was removed within minutes, but by then it had already been screen recorded and reposted everywhere. Fans were convinced it was aimed squarely at Drake, interpreting "Boys Get Mad" as a direct jab at his reaction to the awards. the leak turned the internet upside down again. With one major difference. This time, Kendrick fans were the loudest voices in the conversation. They claimed it proved Kendrick was ready to engage in a lyrical battle if Drake wanted to take it there. The music world holds its breath by the weekend. Every hip-hop podcast, YouTube channel, and Instagram meme page was buzzing with the same question: who's going to drop first? The suspense was almost unbearable. Spotify playlists titled Drake vs. Kendrick started trending. Fans revisited old tracks like Control and Duppy Freestyle, dissecting every lyric for hints of what might come next. Even the stock price of one major streaming platform briefly spiked after rumors spread that an exclusive release was imminent. Industry insiders whispered about midnight meetings between label executives, suggesting both camps were preparing strategic releases, not just diss tracks, but carefully planned campaigns. The calm before the storm, and then silence. For 5 days straight, neither Drake nor Kendrick said a single word. No posts, no leaks, no appearances. The absence of drama only made fans hungrier, scrolling endlessly for even the smallest sign of movement. Some believed they had reached an unspoken agreement to keep things respectful. Others were sure this was just the final quiet before an explosion that would dominate headlines for months. Either way, one thing was certain: this wasn't over. And when the next move came, it would be the biggest moment in hip-hop in years. The stage is set. Two giants stand in the ring, and the world is holding its breath. Will Drake strike first, proving his dominance yet again? Or will Kendrick unleash a lyrical masterpiece that silences the noise forever? You've seen the awards, the leaks, the reactions, but the real battle might only just be beginning. So, who do you think will win this war? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit like if you're ready for round 2, and subscribe because the next move could change hip-hop history forever.